The first of a series of potent winter storms slams into San Diego. They're packing powerful winds that are causing damage all over the county. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Kirsten Holmes. Marcella has the night off. We have team coverage for you tonight. CBS 8's Steve Price, he's in Bankers Hill where they've seen some major tree damage. Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis is tracking the storm in the Weather Center. But first, let's check in with Abby Black. Today, she's been following reports of downed trees all over San Diego. She joins us now live from City Heights. Abby, how is the city responding to all these reports?
It's pretty quick, Kirsten. The woman who lives inside this home said that she came out this morning and noticed that the 30-foot queen palm right in front of her house was leaning a little bit too much and it made her nervous. She got on the phone with the city and with hours, you can see they've chopped it down and now it's just a stump. The city says that they're also responding to those fragile trees to prevent any damage. Whipping winds?
Be careful out there.
Kyle Griffith was driving Wednesday morning when a tree came crashing down onto his Toyota Camry in Mission Valley. He wasn't injured, but his car wrecked.
You didn't stop me. I kept going blasting through it, but it totaled the car.
Over in Ocean Beach?
Well, last night we were sleeping at about 3:30 or so. We were woken to a crash. And we saw that there was a tree that fell on the house. It fell just on the corner.
A 50-foot palm on the easement knocked out Darren's electricity.
City came by just recently, short time ago, just finished taking this part of the tree that was on the sidewalk. So they cleared the sidewalk off.
In City Heights, a neighbor called the city this morning about a fragile 30-foot palm.
A lot of the calls are for simple, snapped branches, but some of the calls are for 30-foot queen palms that are leaning a little too much for our liking.
The tipster did not want to go on camera, but you can hear her relief.
Very grateful.
The city says within hours, an arborist responded and deemed it dangerous, and crews took it down.
Thank you, yes, they came within hours.
City spokesperson Anthony Santa Croce says crews and emergency contractors are on the ready to respond to wind and rain damage.
The optimal word here is responsive.
The city reports there are nearly 100 get-it-done requests for trees. Half have fallen onto homes, cars, or streets. Some took out power and cable lines. The city reports that no one's been injured, but there have been some close calls.
I think we're just considered ourselves lucky that it didn't, crash onto the house so much and everybody's safe.
The city says also ahead of the storm, they've done some street sweeping and also clearing those drains to prevent any flooding. They also encourage you that you can clear your curb as well so those drains don't get clogged up. Kirsten?
All right, people can do their own part to help the city out, but if you need the city, they're there for you too. Thank you for that, Abby. All right, so that's just some of the damage we've seen from fallen trees across the county. Fortunately, we haven't heard of anyone being seriously hurt so far, but as Abby mentioned, there have been some close calls. CBS 8 Steve Price joins us now live from Bankers Hill. Steve, some cars were actually just parked at the wrong place at the wrong time.
At the wrong place at the wrong time. You nailed it, Kirsten. Yeah, I mean, if you were out driving today, there is no question you were dodging these tree parts. They are all over our roads, but without question, there was no dodging this. About a 40 to 50-foot palm tree. Take a look. The roots completely pulled out, left a big hole in the ground, and here's the damage. It hit the side of this white Ford and then came right down on that red Cadillac there, smashing the windshield, doing a lot of damage there. And it was just tough, weird weather. It didn't matter where you were today across our county.
What the hail is going on around the county today? Technically, this is graupel, but no matter what you call it, Mother Nature left a mess all over the place. Most of the damage caused by strong winds. Pierre Chamas was fighting a losing battle trying to keep the ground clean around his business.
Very rough, with a lot of dirt around the property. We have to clean a lot and it's unpredictable. I don't know what's going to happen next. I hope the trees don't fall.
Too late for that. Check out this palm tree on Quinn Street, smashing down on a Cadillac. Luckily, no one was inside at the time. It also damaged a second car, and crews warned us to stay back, fearing more palm trees here could fall at any second.
I was going to work this morning, and all the palm trees and stuff were blowing back and forth. I was like, ooh, I was scared a little bit, man.
Don McKenzie says the wind was blowing so hard while he was on the road, he had a tough time staying in his lane.
Felt like my car was rocking back and forth. So I was slowing down. I was like, damn, do I got a flat tire? But it was a wind. So, yeah. So.
You could feel the wind pushing
Oh,
the
yeah,
car.
most definitely, bro. Most definitely. It was pushing my car side to side.
CBS 8 viewer sent us these pictures of wild weather in their communities from the East County down to National City. No areas escaped it, and this is just the start. We got a little taste of rain this morning, but the heavy downpour is still on the way. And while we saw a lot of trees toppled over and big messes, we also saw this.
It was pulling me all over the place, so, fun stuff.
Dan Gruber taking advantage of the strong wind, having fun with his 3-meter traction kite, dragging him all around a park in University Heights.
So any chance like this, you gotta take it out, that opportunity. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Dan said he was a little concerned about it lifting him off the ground, but he had a safety release just in case.
That is a sport I have no interest in trying, but it looked like he was having a good time and he walked away uninjured, so that's all good. The strange thing about this weather, Kirsten, is the way it's hitting the county differently. I mean, right now, it is actually sunny where I am in Bankers Hill, a little windy. But then Carlo and you were mentioning at 4 o'clock, it was pouring rain there, and I put on my rain pants thinking it would hit here by now, but it still hasn't. It's just really one of the strangest storms I've seen hit our county in a long time. We'll send it back to you.
All right, so it's good to be prepared. I'm glad that you have on your rain pants because it just came in and it came strong, so stay prepared for anything. Thank you for that, Steve. Okay, so it's not just strong winds. Higher elevations in the East County are getting the first blast of what could be some significant snowfall this week. This was the scene on Sunrise Highway out in the Pine Valley area earlier today. You can see the snow is starting to pile up. We'll have reports from Julian and the East County on the wintry side of this storm. That's coming up for you tonight at 6. Now, this series of storms is also bringing some heavy rain to San Diego. Chief Meteorologist Carlene Chavis, she's here with a first look at that microclimate forecast.
Yeah, we are talking about heavy rain, but that's not set to arrive until we get to the second half of the week. Now, and this was more of a wind event with this storm system that moved through. We'll see a few passing showers in the forecast. Taking a closer look, setting the clock in motion, still seeing some snow across the mountains. Spotty activity through about 9:30 for tonight. You're seeing that for the South Bay as well as a shower for Escondido. Then we go into tomorrow morning. That's where we see a little bit more of a concentration of heavier rainfall across the northern half of our county, and then you're also seeing more snow falling in the mountains. Then we have more of an influx around 10:10 on Thursday in the morning hours, and you're looking at more scattered showers. So talking about moderate rainfall moving in, and then also heavy snow that's going to be impacting across the mountains. We still see some of that activity as we go into about 3:30. That's going to be the case for Thursday afternoon. Notice no major changes when it comes to snow across the mountains, so still looking at that. But here the major change is going to be in the forecast. More of that rainfall, heavier rainfall starts to arrive by Friday. You're looking at 5:30 on Friday, so we're starting to see more rain than snow, and then a major influx that's going to be around all the way through the weekend. You're looking at that, even some downpours, lightning, and also flood concerns. So we'll go ahead and take a look at your complete forecast coming up. Kirsten?